Alright, ladies and gentlemen, totally enjoyed the show, guys. Now, guys, I do want to say this, alright? So, some people can be very annoying, or some people can have like a tough time with you or whatever because you're a YouTuber or a TikToker. Now, I really do not like to dwell on haters or negative things only because I don't think a hater really exists. Now you're like, well, how can a hater not exist? Well, I think, if somebody's doing badly or they get criticized or they have a bad day, they take it out on you, right? I mean, we all get criticized. We all have people that are annoying to us. We all have a hard time in general. It's a tough world out there. And in general, people will say whatever they want. They don't care, right? So, and it's not like a reflection on you or a reflection on them or whatever. And maybe you said something that you felt wasn't a nice thing to say, or you've done something wrong, and maybe you're like, because I'm always like everybody. I always attribute it to the fact that I'm going to be famous or whatever, and that people might be jealous, but maybe I've done the same thing, right? So, you can't really go blaming everybody or being like, oh, they don't like me because I'm famous or because I'm doing so well or whatever. Maybe they just said something silly, or maybe they didn't say something that they meant to say, or maybe they said it the wrong way, or maybe they were uncomfortable. I mean, some people get very uncomfortable, or maybe they just don't care, right? I mean, you think to yourself, well, I always try to be sensitive to what I'm saying. I'm always trying to be in control of how people get treated around me, by me. But sometimes you can't, maybe you don't like someone and you can't hide it. Not that I'm saying you're going to be rude, or not that I'm saying you're going to, be uh, upset with them, but some people just don't click with certain people. So, if you're looking at someone and thinking, my God, we just would not get along, that's natural, right? You're not going to get along with everybody. You're not going to be able to talk to everybody. And some people might really like you and you want to be understanding, you want to be nice, but you just don't get along with people that like that, right? Now, I'm just saying in general, I'm not saying any particular person or whatever, but in general though, if you get treated badly, let's say you're a TikToker or a YouTuber and you get a comment and it doesn't register well, you almost feel like it's a snarky comment or it's a negative comment, or you feel like it's rude, or you feel like, hey, I wouldn't say that to you, so why are you saying that to me, right? So, you know, in general, we all know that we can be to blame for that too. So at some point you have to just let it go, right? Now for me, I always find it funny, when you are a TikToker or YouTuber and you know you're going to be very, very famous and you know you're going to be huge and you get certain people and they make comments and you're like, you do realize that I'm going to be like this big entertainer like one day and be really famous, and any comment you say that's negative is just ridiculous, right? So you get to the point where you're like, okay, like I think they know that I've gone viral. I think they know I'm doing well. I think they know that I'm I'm getting subscribers decent at a decent rate, and eventually it'll be quite high, like very very high. I think I'm going to be in the millions of subscribers at some point, definitely, like in the top 10 of subscribers of creators on TikTok and YouTube. So you get to that point and you're like, well, you know, wouldn't you treat that person well? And yet there are people that aren't like that. They don't want to treat you well, and I'm like, that's silly. Anyway, guys, I really believe haters do not deserve a negative spin, because I think, we all know how annoying they can be and say negative things, but they have a reason, right? Maybe they're really not doing well. Maybe they're having a very, very, very hard time. Or maybe they had a bad day. Or maybe that's just what they like to do. Some people just like to make negative comments on people's performances. Is that really a crime? As long as you don't take it personally, as long as you know you have support from lots of other people, that you don't have to worry. But send compliments my way, darling, to show the support, darling. Bye now. Send the haters away, darling. Bye now.